Oh, we got animation now. I can give our own show thumbs up. Did you see that? Or did someone already give us a thumbs up? What's going on? It is Friday. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you guys so much for being here. We got a lot to talk about today. Are we ready to go?
We're ready.
Awesome. Oh, here she comes. It's time for video check-in. Don't hit the lights. What is wrong with you? To my left, co-host, chickenista, chicken expert, Kristen. Today is going to be an awesome show. Look at Goosebumps.
Yeah. Coyotes are everywhere.
What's going on, Kristen?
Oh, I was just getting my chicken poop necklace on.
Can I get some? Someone's already pooped. Ingrid's like doing her job. Ask and you may receive. Ingrid is on it.
Don't blame it on me.
Oxygen is the solution to foul odors.
I just felt it on my back. It's warm and oh, God.
I knew I was going to have serious problems that, like, the coop remained that much better than the house forever.
The coop is beautiful, by the way. I'm not trying to plug your products by any means.
Please do.
Lipstick, give me a makeup kit. You know, I'll be nice and pretty for the crows.
Oh, so let's pull out another chicken. This is like a magic trick. Up to 1 o'clock already. Oh my God. We have a new Ingrid.
Memo. I missed the memo.
Know a lot of people who do raise rabbits alongside their chickens.
Why would you wait till the last minute to pull out your homework?
Have we met before?
Yep, that's a good one with the cords and everything.
This falls right off, and he regrows a new one the following spring.
Calm down, Matt. Calm down.
Why?
This is a really interesting show.
Oh, it's, see?
Yeah.
My fault. I love it. Cindy, you just earned yourself a shirt. I love that.
Yes, Matt, you are right.
I had no idea what to expect when we opened up that box. And this is why we love what we do.
That's my goal, is to really bring people together through chickens.
The power of chickens.
So.
All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to VCL. We are live from our wonderful shop in Creedmoor, North Carolina. Happy Valentine's Day. How are you doing today, Kristen?
I'm great. It's nice to be back.
Yes, this was a last-minute show. We are doing something a little bit different today because, as you know, I've not been real happy about the performance of this show recently, and it's definitely not from lack of effort. I can tell you that. I really, truly believe...
Or our hardcore fans.
That's a good point. Yeah. I really believe that people at Google, Meta, whatever, like they're constantly changing the algorithms, and I can't say I blame them. But it's just like fishing. We got to find a new bait that works. You know what I mean? But most importantly, you guys help make this show grow. You help justify the show every Friday. And we really, again, we do it for you guys. Well, sometimes for my sanity, which actually I might get into a little bit today.
Oh, inside your head. This is going to be cool.
A little bit.
And frightening.
Yes.
Please turn your phones off during the show. Thank you very much.
I forgot. So, today, we're just going to do, sometimes our best shows are just a full-on Q&A. We have no agenda, no expectations. And if you guys have any questions, please ask. Now, I did want to talk about a couple things. So in today...
Yeah, I would think we'd have a lot to catch up on. We've only had one show in 2.5 months.
You got to talk into... Thank you.
Yeah.
And guys, was that intro loud? It was so loud in my headphones. I had to take my headphones off, but... Again, I'm not hearing from my office.
It's usually too low.
Really?
So, yeah, but it did sound loud to me.
So anyways, give us a thumbs up, say hi, let us know where you're watching from. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section. That way we can get to them.
Thank you, Ben. Ben muted his phone. He knows what to do. God, at least someone listens to me around here. Thank you, Ben.
Oh my
Hi, Ben.
gosh, here we go. I listen to everything you say, Ingrid.
Okay.
All right, so listen, today the original plan was, and I thought we could experiment a little, but I kind of got cold feet and I'm going to change my mind a little. I thought it would be fun to bring up some reels from other people's social media that have been driving me nuts. And you and I can chime in while we watch them. But then... I have cold feet because I'm like, I don't want to come across as like a bully, the naysayer, the, bad talking someone else's social media.
It could be just a difference of opinion, and you could be correct.
And
It does happen.
I will absolutely be 100% correct. Like all these people talking about, oh, you got to put sand in your coop. And I watch these people putting sand in their coop, sand in their run. Have you seen those videos?
I know.
I just saw one the other day. I couldn't believe it.
It is insane. That requires so much work. That is completely unnecessary. Your chick.
Yeah, I'm saying it makes no sense. I was saying to Jimmy before the show, it's like they don't live on the beach. There's nothing. Their instinct is to dig and eat bugs, and that the sand is not conducive to that.
It's almost sterile.
It
very
is
sterile.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous. So I thought maybe we would do that, or maybe we'll wait to another show to dial it in because we've never practiced it. But then I also thought
There's a lot of things we don't practice.
I was gonna say practice. What's that?
this is kind of our practice.
We just wing it.
Also,
I know that's a surprise
We
to
got
everybody.
2 UK visitors.
Awesome.
Watching
Yes,
today,
guys,
so
give us a
thank
thumbs
you.
up. Share the show. Let us know where you're watching from. Please, if you have any questions or comments, let us know.
Chase says he has no audio or video. I would think if he's like anyone else, but I would think we would have heard before now.
Oh gosh, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
having
his
deja vu. Holy.
Computer might be muted or something.
Do you guys see
phone.
us?
Chase, we're just on YouTube, so that's it.
I have both. Thank you, Suzanne Smith. Yes. So here's what we're doing today. I truly believe that there is so much competition when it comes to social media. And if you think about it, that's all it is competition for people's attention. And that's what we want right now. We want to get your guys' attention, right? And YouTube, I feel, especially Meta, if they know you're streaming not directly through their software using their algorithms or whatever, like we normally use a hub, I think they throttle it. That could just be me. So I decided today we're only streaming directly to YouTube. We have done so well with impressions, I think they're called, where people are, commenting and it just blows up when I'm on my phone in Non's kitchen. I mean, come on now. And I got to figure out why. Bruce, question, have you done a follow-up on the coop for the Duffys? No, we have not yet, and I want to. I can tell you, Mr. Sean Duffy, who is now the Secretary of Transportation, boy, he's had some busy weeks. Wouldn't you say, folks?
Yeah.
Scared to touch the subject?
No, I was going
Okay.
to say the same thing. He's
Can you imagine?
probably on the road quite a bit.
Oh my gosh. So I text with him a lot. Super awesome family. Love them. And we got Mackenzie in here.
Are you guys seeing the YouTube people? Because YouTube says still waiting and everybody's commenting that they're having issues with YouTube.
Ooh.
So maybe we do have to.
Okay, maybe we do got issues. Thank you, Mackenzie. Okay. Why? Maybe I don't know. What the hell? Why is it so difficult?
I don't know.
But we're only on YouTube, and
We're
some
only
people
on
are
YouTube.
able to see it.
Yes,
right?
that's why I don't understand. And it says we're live. And
It says streaming.
and it's
Must be the
only
software.
showing. I see all the comments.
It does say scheduled here though. Maybe see that's why I think I
Sono says, good morning. Good audio. For audio problem, try closing YouTube, reopen. Wait a minute. Can you guys not see us? Because I'm not seeing it. You just have me yelling in a only showing. Oh no, click on it. Yeah, just click on it, guys. Yeah, we got it. It's working.
Can you make that comment?
Can I what?
Click on it, so the
Okay.
people waiting know to click on it.
Well, I mean, it's
I don't see anything on my phone.
nothing at all. Do you guys see us? No problems. Thank you. Yeah, who knows? So this is probably going to bomb.
maybe
with-
it was because I scheduled it and then that scheduled is not the same as when we did it through here.
I
think
don't know.
I think that's what happened.
Fish and Matt Ryan, you are not a Samsung user.
I
Sir,
am.
Sir, people.
Yay,
Get,
Samsung.
oh, here we go. No.
Don't get bullied, Matt. You're
Is that
fine.
bullying when I just say green bubbles suck?
And you know whose fault it is? Is iPhone's fault.
Yeah.
That you're
No.
seeing
Yes, it
the
is.
green bubble.
Oh.
Everybody's equal on my side.
Yeah.
No, they are not. Actually, no, they are now. Actually, I noticed that now green bubble people can't hide from us iPhone users anymore. That's what you guys were doing. Anyways, okay, so
Maybe maybe some days I don't want you to see I read your message.
I'm aware. So Bruce had a question. I got distracted. And
Oh yeah, it was the follow up on the Duffy Coop.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering if we were double streaming. Hopefully we're not.
No, it's not. I think that's the problem is that I scheduled the show because you said you just wanted to schedule it on YouTube. And when I did that.
Well, I said I only want to stream through YouTube.
All right, well, I said I thought we scheduled it.
Which is a good idea. I think that is the right thing to do is to schedule a show. Because people live by that big schedule word. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine living by a schedule?
Well, some people don't have a choice, so.
All right. Well, Ingrid is going through all the comments. Okay, so listen, while she's doing that, real quick, here's what I want to do today is, well, speaking of Duffy's, we are going to be featured on Fox and Friends this weekend. So if you guys are watching the news, maybe switch over there if you don't already watch there. Our friend Skip Bedell is also going to be showcasing Coop Works. They're going to be on there. And what I love that they're talking about is all the things you can do if you're building your own coop. And I said earlier today on a story, I was like, it's springtime. People are either, looking to buy a coop or they're looking to build a coop. And we sell so many accessories to help make it easy for people that are building their own coop. And I was like, oh my God, so many people must be so mad at me because it's nowhere close to springtime. Just click on it. Watch. This is weird. I don't like that it's doing this. What in the world? Maybe it's you Samsung people.
I don't think so.
This is so
YouTube
interesting.
Doesn't care if it's Samsung or iPhone.
I know, but look at Kristen is. Why is that not working? I am so sorry, folks. Should we abort and restart?
I think maybe I should.
I think maybe so.
No,
I don't know. Can you turn off the schedule?
Not working on the iPad. All right, guys. I just refreshed my page and it fixed it. User error. Okay, thank you, Mackenzie Miller.
Yeah, so someone else said closing it and going back there. So
refresh. Wow. And I wouldn't think this would be a thing with Restream. Is it getting hot in here all of a sudden?
Are you feeling the pressure?
Woo! All right, listen. All right, so we will be going back to Duffy's Coop. I can just tell you, Sean has been a little busy, Secretary of Transportation. And, man, I don't know what in the world. Do you guys stay in touch with the news? Now, I know this is a chicken show, but isn't it a little odd, some things that have been happening with transportation recently?
There's a lot of odd things happening recently.
A lot of odd things happening.
But you don't want me to get involved in that.
Are there UFOs?
It says still waiting.
Oh, you guys are cute. Okay, maybe. Okay, so Mackenzie said to refresh. I am so sorry. This should not be happening.
But of course, it doesn't matter if I can't watch the show because I'm on the show.
It's happening to me again. What in the world? Here we go, folks.
I'm trying to find questions that were asked while you guys.
Yes, please do that.
Yeah, I'm not shopping for cat treats. I'm looking. Okay.
This is so stupid. How many of you people right now? How many? Can you guys give me how many people are not seeing us but they can hear us? Because we've got to figure this out. This is actually very, very frustrating. Are we having problems with our Wi-Fi? Hold on, Ingrid. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, what is that noise?
Christopher says, I would love to buy one of your coops, but I can't get delivery on my street the way you deliver on a big truck. Can you arrange a smaller truck?
Absolutely. Do it all the time.
There's also freight to terminal if you have a truck.
Yep. Another great point.
Yeah. And sometimes you can call the transportation company and ask them directly.
To what? Call them for what?
To see what size truck.
Sometimes it's on a small truck and sometimes it's a big truck.
Yeah, it depends on what's available at the transportation company, what driver's available. So sometimes if you dig in just a little bit, make an extra phone call, you might be able to find out that it is possible to have a smaller truck with regular delivery. But I believe the assumption is, or we want to warn people that they could take the largest truck possible.
Yes, Fisher Matt Ryan, exactly. I didn't want to say those words because then the government will just shut us down completely.
So the other
I need my tinfoil hat. Have you guys noticed how clean it is in here?
Yes.
Is it good or does it seem like we're out of place?
Oh, I feel a little odd.
Well, don't worry. Kristen's going to change that shortly, so it'll be fine.
Yes.
I was just wanted to say, since this has to do with your business, I thought maybe you'd want to let people know that if you can't get delivery on your street, that's why we offer freight to terminal, which you would just have to see what your closest terminal is, and the specifications, which are all on our website. If you look under our delivery options, the specifications for the kind of truck and size and things like that, because we have a lot of people that can't get delivery on there. Great.
Right. So we can do the final mile. It does cost more. And my advice is, and this is true for everyone, and I know we're trying to get away from this with what I think we're going to show the new click and buy format. Ingrid said, I don't know. I wanted to share with you guys what Ingrid's been working so hard on that we got to just flip the switch, right, Ingrid? And then, here she comes. It's time for video check-in. Don't hit the lights.
I'm talking about flipping the switch.
Ooh, I was like, Groundhog's
I
Day.
literally just hit a thing
So
on the keyboard.
pretty much, I just learned I can say anything and Ingrid's just going to do it.
You said flick the switch, so I thought we were starting over.
Were you about to cuss? Was that an edit?
Oh my God.
Did you get bleeped?
No, because
not me.
I would do that.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry about that, guys.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go. At least we have that
Oh, so we're
protection.
not going to do the show the new click and buy format. Whole new kind of a new idea for the website. But bottom line is, I just want to at least let people know, especially if you're watching right now, like Chris Frizz, like I would love to buy one of your coops. Yes, they come LTL, huge tractor trailer. Not everyone can do that. We have solutions. We can get the final mile, which will be a smaller truck. That is probably the most expensive option. Like Ingrid is saying, you can go to the terminal, but that doesn't work for everyone. Here's my advice. Call us.
Right. You're not going to get that like final mile service on your click and buy. Once
Right.
it's live on the website, like you can't have like, oh, I can't, like you're going to be signing something. You're checking a box that says you can take delivery on the delivery method you choose.
Exactly. So call us.
And there's different terminals.
Oh, where's our clicker? I forgot about our ticker.
It was going across. I think it's just slow.
No,
was it
I
not?
forgot
Okay.
to turn it on because this is all new. I had to start over. Okay, so
Yeah,
great question. Please give us a call. We can make anything happen. We do drive and drops. Actually, they just did a drive and drop yesterday. So, Christopher, let us know where you are because if you're local, that's real easy. If you're somewhere else in the country, we travel the country constantly. Actually, the guys are coming into Louisiana right now.
Nice.
Three-peat customer. I love repeat customers. That just goes to show you how happy they are. And this makes me real happy. Now, you know my love-hate relationship with Ethan, right? Like just the things that go on behind the scenes. But at the end of the day, nothing makes me happier when a customer says, in this case, I don't want anyone here but Ethan.
Aw,
Even though everyone's great here. But
that's
you know
so
what I mean?
nice.
That says a lot.
It
That
does.
means so much because he's out there, I'm not there to supervise, but I shouldn't have to. And the thing I can tell you guys about every single employee at Carolina Coops is just at the end of the day, are we perfect? No, but we are perfect at our customer service. And that makes me so happy. So they're in Louisiana. So we can go anywhere and get the coop to you.
Suzanne says that she's blogging about assembling her coop. Do you want a copy? We
Sure.
would love to. We might. I mean, if it's good, we'll
As
put it
long
on
as
the-
as long as it's going well.
Yeah, as long as it's going really well and you praise us, we'll put it on the website. No, I want to see it. I
And
definitely
whatever
wanna see it.
issues you may have, it's worth it.
Yeah, no. Well,
Thank you.
And if you have issues, then we can learn from them.
Call us. We want to know. There's no dumb question. We are trying to make it as easy as possible for people. But at the end of the day, you are becoming a woodworker when you assemble one of our coops. There's no room for error. You got to understand a piece of wood is organic, so you got to sometimes make it do what you want it to do, and that's what woodworking is all about. Now, also, too, before we get into it, I wanted to go over the accessories. Let's say people are building their own coop, and you should hopefully find out from listening to us, size is number one. No matter what, size is number one, right? Number two, the function of it is so important. Like if you got to have tons of ventilation, but how do you control that ventilation? It's not as easy as you guys may think. That's why we sell the wonderful pre-hung windows, right? And then of course, what came up recently that we really need to get into, you and I should go do a video after today's show, the feeder hopper, right? Jimmy and I went out there and I'm just like, Jimmy, come with me and I don't know what we were doing. We were just talking about the feeder hopper, right?
I think it started out of us filling the feeder hopper, and we got so many comments of
people freaking out.
Freaking out.
I love it.
What?
So, folks, just to prepare you, I'm going to do more of that. That's the only thing that seems...
Freakouts?
Yes. I have to piss people off. I hate it. It's not
Why
my
were they
style.
freaking out?
Oh, okay. Here we go. Great question. All right. So we have...
I'm glad you asked.
Well, one, I didn't really do a lot of math.
Matt rant number one.
I didn't do a lot of math in my head. And I was like, okay, well, we have this many chickens, and I think it's lasted this long. We weren't 100% sure, but we went back and did the math. We were at about 100 days for 100 pounds of feed for like 10 chickens. And we throw a lot of table scraps in there. We do let them free range a lot. Yeah. So that a chicken eats what, a quarter pound a day on average, give or take?
I wish I knew.
No,
I really should know.
You should know.
I should know.
That's your job.
It depends on the breed. I'll just say that.
Yes. And circumstances like free ranging and table scraps. But people freaked out. Number one, oh my God, all that food in there, you're being lazy.
So what? Why is lazy bad?
I'm like, listen, this business has been all about giving you options. If you want to go out there every day, then fill a little feeder, do it. But if you don't want to go out there every day, get a feeder hopper.
You can't go out there every day.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, okay, you got 100 pounds of feed, and we only got 10 chickens. So 100 days, and it's still not gone. We're probably at 120 days by now since we last talked about this. They're like, oh my gosh, it's going to get full of mold.
Did it?
No, there's zero mold. Could mold happen? Sure. And what I was trying to explain to people is mold spores are everywhere. Okay. It's not just where you end up seeing it on food. If they have the perfect food source, the environment, the humidity, the temperature, right?
That's right. I'm a mold expert. That's right. Yes.
I didn't want to bring up.
Sorry, I was just visualizing mold.
Yeah,
everywhere, and I got a little distracted.
Yeah, you and I were talking about that a little bit recently.
I'm back.
So it's dry. And there's no mold.
Hey, I also wanted to say that my neighbor started reading the labels. They're in code of the chicken feed bags. And she was finding that some of these bags were 6 to 9 months old that she was getting from the feed store. They're
excellent. Love it.
A Jillian calendar code or something.
Really?
Yeah.
But that makes sense. Do you think your food that's on the shelves are like a month old? They're not.
That's more of the concern than actually, like, when you bring it home, the chickens, like yesterday, chickens are starving, and I'm like pulling stuff out of the fridge, like, okay, this hamburger's expired, I'm gonna give them this and this and this, and they're fine, by the way. But when they're starving, they're not always starving. That's a bad example. Sorry. But, we typically bring home feed and give it to them immediately. Mm-hmm. We don't let it sit around 6 months in our garage or something. We're usually pretty quick on the turnaround, but the feed stores and the warehouses are keeping it a long time. So I would think that's more of the concern.
Which is also why, that is for any...
That was a tangent. Sorry.
No, but
that's good. That's good.
But for any, like, Purina or any big feed company... That's going to happen. That's one of the things when we had the people from Coker Mills, because that's
Carolina Pride.
Mm-hmm. Carolina Pride, yeah. So that is local. So and that's the importance of buying local,
right?
So
because it's food miles.
And the feed was Purina that she was having the issue with, and it was flock raiser, which is not going to be like a.
What was the issue she was having with it?
It was moldy. It was old.
Well, that may not be because of how old the food is, though.
Yeah, it was 9 months old when she bought it.
You can have food sit around for 9 months and potentially not get moldy. Yeah. Now, that's not a good thing. And that's kind of what I wanted to explain. So real quick, whoever's listening in the office, please, of course I have my keys on me. Please come in here, grab my keys, go out to the back of the Denali and bring in just one bag. If you want to bring in both bags, bring in one bag of feed. So Nan and I actually got her out of the office, thank God, for an hour. That was like pulling teeth. All right, who's the volunteer? Oh, it's Nonner. Speaking of the devil, can you go just grab a bag of feed? I would love to bring it in here because I want to see what you're talking about.
Or just the label.
No.
We gotta have the whole damn
Okay.
Oh, let me run the show.
Valentine's Day.
Don't you think it's a lot more fun to bring
see her struggle with a 50-pound bag of feed?
My daughter throws 50-pound bags around.
Right.
Nan can.
I used to carry 2 at a time.
I wanted to scroll, but I wanted you to answer Matt's question of what time and day on Fox and Fish.
This Saturday, I believe, and it's going to be Skip Bedell, who comes on a lot to talk about products, and I love what they're doing. This is definitely because of the price of eggs. I mean, holy cow, right? And so many people, thank God, this regardless of the price of eggs, the more we can be responsible for our food supply, the better. It is not good when our food supply is so sensitive if you think about it, right?
Right.
Okay, good. I haven't scared you guys away yet. God forbid. All right. So more and more people are going to keep DIYing or getting into backyard chickens. And I think they should. Okay. And
can I just say that I feel so vindicated right now?
Vindicated. That's a big word. Vindicated.
With my chickens and my egg abundance for my 5 chickens.
So you feel relieved? Is that what vindicated means?
I mean, all the naysayers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, look how long we've been cool when you really think about it, right? So they're going to be showcasing all the things you can do if you're going to build your own coop that don't overcomplicate it, but don't cut corners. Don't cut corners on size, understand ventilation, understand all these great options so that chicken keeping can be easy. And like CoopWorks is going to be on. We sent them a egg hutch, rope wrap roost bar.
Did they want a window? They didn't want a window. I was surprised.
I know. I was going to send them a window and I was like,
How are the windows
Did they
selling?
not have windows? Are they not building windows?
The windows are probably one of the most important parts of the feeder hopper or the chicken coop.
Oh, what's this?
All right, so here we go. So Nan and I went to a local box store, brick and mortar, just because it's local. Thank you, Nanner. And I'll be honest with you. Do you know why I picked this one out?
Wait, is it a big box store or is it just a local
farm store?
Farm store, brick and mortar.
It's a little physical store, but there's quite a few of them throughout the country.
Okay.
Do you guys know why I picked this one?
Because it had the picture.
Yes.
Because of the Wyandotte.
Because of the picture.
Look, this is not in code.
Because you're 5. It's like, look at the
like a
pretty
kid in
bird.
cereal.
I'm going to get that one. When I was a kid, I lived right near the racetrack, and my parents would go to the racetrack, and we got to each pick a horse that we could put money on. And, of course, I always just went by the name. That's what a 5-year-old does.
Bet on number 3 every time.
No.
Speaking of which, we're going out to Vegas soon for the Builder Show. I cannot wait. And also, because I really want to get into this stuff, the other thing is, now, Jimmy and Ingrid, you were there. You were there. Thank you for being there by my side. It means the world to me to be able to share the opportunities, the things going on behind the scenes within the company. And to have the opportunity that we had, it was earlier this week, right? So they're still like, oh, God, where's he going with this one?
Monday?
Maybe it was Monday. I think it was Monday.
Yeah, it was our meeting.
And how about that meeting, first all?
Mind-blowing.
Yeah. All right, so what I'm talking about, guys, is I've been teasing you a little bit, dragging you along for how long? A couple months, 6 months, talking about this big. How many big should we do? Like, how big is this, honestly? Because I know people are going to be like, oh, you're exaggerating. You don't get bigger than this, right? No. You don't, period. Okay, hint number 1. But I don't want to, I'm sure if you know.
Is the big the size of the coop? Is the owner the big? Or is it the groundbreaking?
Breaking through barriers big?
Yeah. Innovation and uniqueness of the project. What is it exactly?
That's a great
big?
question, because you know obviously what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think so.
You don't get any bigger.
But I don't know how big it is. Is it really big?
Okay, so I'm not talking about the size of the coop.
I didn't think so.
It is a coop. That's kind of a clue too. But I don't think we should. We obviously are not going to reveal it, even though one of the best lines I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. I'm just going to go ahead and say he. Okay, I've been very careful.
Oh, that narrows it down.
So that cuts it in half. When he goes, Matt, there's no rules. Huh?
That's what you like to hear.
Not expecting that.
If there's anybody who doesn't like rules, but likes giving them out.
We don't have rules. We have guidelines.
You gave me a very strict rule before we started.
I think Kristen needs a bell ring.
No. Let's be crystal clear. We as a company, as we create who we are, there are no outside rules telling us, like DOT regulations dictating all the things we got to go through when we're driving on the highway, which only hinders our customer. There are no rules for us in the execution of who Carolina Coops is. There's a big difference.
Yeah, but I can't ring the bell today.
No, I took it away from you. There's rules. Yes, that is correct.
That's my rule.
So he said, Matt, there's no rules, but I think we probably got to get that in writing. And what I can tell you is
you weren't even recording the
and I did get permission. They said, go ahead and record this call. And I don't know. So what was one of the most memorable things you took from that conversation?
I think just how excited he was.
Oh,
dude.
And
I think I saw tears.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's the best part.
Oh, man. Yeah. So it's going to be coming out soon. I can tell you there may be some clues coming up on social media maybe later today because the coop is well into progress, especially the main part of the coop. So I can just tell you if you're watching right now and you see some of the things that we're working on, it's not a genius to figure out what's going on. But
when is the coop going?
March 3rd.
Okay, that's soon.
March 3rd.
All right.
And we have a hard deadline of March 7th now. It got moved up 3 days.
What, does he have somewhere to go?
No, we can say birds.
There's a delivery coming.
There's a delivery coming from halfway around the country, world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need somewhere to live.
Yeah. I mean, this is just, I can't wait. I am so thankful of this opportunity.
Ben says it's the Julian calendar.
Yes.
They number the days from 1 to 6.
All right, so that isn't that complicated.
So back to this, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We are live. Help promote the show. Give us a thumbs up. Come on, more thumbs up. Share the show.
People today.
Thank you, Ben.
It's the streaming. I don't know.
Something's screwed up somewhere, without a doubt.
Well,
and
we
the
did
more
something
people,
different
the
in
more people comment, that absolutely helps it.
No, there's
so,
comments. I'm
yes.
just not going through them all because
No,
I want to
don't yet. We're going to get to it. So
I know.
What is this? You said this is not the Julian scale or whatever?
Julian calendar.
That looks pretty obvious. That's a 7th of January, 2025.
So that's when this expires because we're past
Or
that.
is that a sell-by date? Or is
No.
that like when it got in the store?
That's an
might be
LEB.
Might be
Or
a
an
manufacturing date.
It's probably when it was made. Now, here's what I want to talk.
That's what I assume it would be.
Here's what I got to tell you guys. I only know this because I saw it with my own eyeballs as an exterminator.
Ooh.
All foods.
Matt used to be an exterminator.
That's a new one.
That makes us feel professional.
Of them.
That's a new one. Listen, I have been to enough flour mills in this case, okay, where they make up the different types of grains. Mm-hmm. And this is food for us, okay? And obviously we're talking about food for chickens, but even food for us, guess what? There are who knows how many thousands and thousands and thousands of eggs from different type of SPI, stored product insect, already in the food. There are rodent hairs by the thousands. I mean, you just won't believe it. So what we had to do as an exterminator is go in and fumigate. Now, when I say fumigate, I want you guys to understand what that means. It means it's a gas. It's such a small molecule of an insecticide that it penetrates every pore. You cannot escape a gas. I'm not talking about a flea bomb and a fogger. That's a larger droplet. It's not the same. But once the fumigate, it dissipates and then it's harmless. So it's 100% safe. So they say, God only knows now. But it kills everything, but it's still in there. All right. Now, the reason for that is so that we can increase the shelf life. Okay. Now, when it comes to the food we're feeding our chickens, I have a couple questions about this whole mold thing, right? And I said this on the feeder hopper video. Maybe our food that we put in the feeder hopper, the Purina, which I know is not, people don't love, maybe there's something in it to prevent the mold, which doesn't sound good. Maybe we're just getting lucky all these years. Versus you take we were just down at Eva Shockey's and she is using, I'm scared to think how much she's spending on it. Just such a high quality food, right? I can't imagine how much it costs, but I don't expect that to have such a long shelf life. You really don't want your food to have a long shelf life, right?
Right. You want to use it as fast as possible.
So I have that question.
After it's picked or processed.
I have that question. So that's why I thought we would change it up. So I was joking. Well, I kind of picked this because of the Silver Lace wine dot here. But I was wondering, is there something in the food so that it doesn't go bad, prevents the mold? But also, here's the other thing.
Oh, I'm sure there's a preservative in it.
Yeah. Well, we should be able to look on here and find out, right?
Matter of fact, I brought a taste tester.
Well, I knew you were going to go there. And actually, I have a gift because of the eggs are so expensive. For Cracker Muncher, like a gold chain.
Yeah, you remember my
Well, I'm assuming you brought Cracker Muncher.
I did.
All right. So, do you think she'll wear a necklace, a gold chain?
You know, I was gonna get.
Oh, she's so small.
I know, and I was.
Well,
I
you
was
know
gonna
what? I got
get
an
a little,
idea.
red bow for her for Valentine's Day. Let's see if she can wear the bling.
I don't think she will. I have an idea. I have an idea though. No, that's too big for her. Can someone bring me in one of our
She is hungry,
new
though, so.
chickens that is?
Can
are
we
you
open
giving
that?
a hint here?
Yeah, can we open that?
Okay, can someone bring in? Here's the other thing I want to talk about today. Now we're already 34 minutes into the show. Somehow I end up with not one but 2 silkies.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Mackenzie.
You may take those home with.
Please.
Okay.
Get them the hell out of here. I can't take it.
I put them on a rooster
rehoming
website.
I was going to be tough, and I'm like, you know what? We'll figure out a solution. Our eggs were spotless, and your eggs should be spotless.
Oh, she poops.
Right near my... Oh, my God. That is the biggest chicken turd I've ever seen in my life.
I can't believe that came out of her.
What in the hell is that?
I got to get a picture of
I
that.
can't even see it.
Oh, man, you might need to switch the camera. Oh, my. That is the biggest piece of chicken poop I've ever seen.
Where is it?
She's been dying. How long has she been in that box? You're taking pictures of it.
You only get a picture of.
Oh, my
yeah,
God.
That's good right there.
In about 10 more seconds, it is about to stink to high heaven in here. Oh, my gosh. I gave her a
It does
gold.
take a few minutes to get to your nose sometimes.
Oh, my God, Kristen.
Actually, I'm not smelling it yet.
I'm not either. I'm quite...
That's well-rounded, actually. A good, healthy poop.
That's probably the healthiest. Oh God, there it is.
Smell it now?
Oh, why? No, don't.
Oh, wow, that's a big one.
People are coming in to see it.
Okay, so. All right, look at here.
Look at that poop.
Huge.
That is the biggest.
That's the biggest poop out of a tiny bird I've ever seen.
This is nuts. I don't know if Jimmy, you want to just pan to it real quick on the camera. It's going to screw up our green screen, but folks, you got to see this, or it's going to gross you out. We are not kidding. This is giant. Go ahead, zoom in on it, and can you see it or no?
No.
You may not be able to see it.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
That's big from.
That is like in perspective.
Oh, and there's a little pile too.
Here's a key. Like, oh my God. Here's a pen. Look at.
Maybe I should put my face down there so you can see
Please
like
don't,
a pen for
because
scale.
You will.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
my
And there's
hand for
another
scale.
one. Okay. All right. So we're not kidding, folks. We don't make that up. Hopefully we
Good
get.
job.
Hopefully we get the.
Good
That was
job.
a big.
It stinks now to high
Okay, it does
heaven.
stink, so I will take care
Oh
of it.
my God. Oh.
I cannot believe that. She probably didn't poop all night.
Can you start with the big one, please?
It seems like you should
All right.
preserve it.
And if not,
That's a little wins, you know. I gotta.
She seems like she looks lighter.
she looks so much happier right now.
Oh, I know that feeling. Just lost 5 pounds.
So, Kenzie, that chicken is really cute.
So, folks, who wants? I got 2 silkies.
He's really cute,
Sit,
though.
boys.
Now,
Look at him.
I thought we would get lucky. Here, you put him right on the table, right? Is this going to turn into a chicken porn?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe he's like, oh, okay. So here's Sean.
No, this one's Pat.
Pat. All right, here we go. We're gonna put a little bling on him.
Are you?
I wanted to see if he wanted to show off. Okay.
Whoa.
He wants it off.
Yeah, that might be too big. So we're gonna have to get a smaller gold necklace. All right. So here's a silky rooster. My God, folks, I'm living it firsthand now how horrible it is to have silkies. If you got dirty eggs, I guarantee you probably have silkies, or you have an egg box. You have something wrong. In our case, our eggs were spotless, and all of a sudden, this stinks still. He is sweet until this is actually the nicer of the two.
Are the
right?
5 toes freaking you out? I know
No,
you
the
love that.
smell of the chicken crap is freaking me out. Oh my gosh, it smells so bad. All right, so.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, that's. Please.
Right in front of you. How did I miss that?
You still want to use this as your office, Jimmy?
I know. Seriously, clean up my office, please.
All right, and then we'll cover
I
it
have
up.
to say though, now that I'm seeing silkies up close, they're so cute.
That's the problem with them. And if they weren't cute, they wouldn't survive. Yeah, you can take them home. There you go, Ingrid. All right, camera's messed up. Let's tilt up. Let's get back in order. All right, guys, here we go. Turkey, no. It can if they pass it. They are egg bound. All right, so I'm missing a lot of comments, but anyways, love the hemp bedding. Oh my gosh, please guys, we got so much hemp bedding in stock, and that's perfect right about there. Yeah, that'll work for right now. Right, guys, does that work for you? No. You should take the silky. Look at the toes. Why? Who wants an extra toe on their foot?
Well, it's like the
Why do they have the extra toe? I can't hear you. All right, we got to get back to the show here. No, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
What'd you say? Who does?
Cats that have extra toes.
Oh, those are cool. The polydactyl cats.
That's different. That's a cat.
Do you want him to stay in here?
No, we should I don't know. Do you guys want Shane to stay, Pat?
Yeah, let's see if they get it on.
It is Valentine's Day.
Don't we have any of that music?
In honor of Valentine's Day,
I only
maybe
have,
maybe Roadstone by Hayes. That sounds like a good Valentine's song.
No. It would be more of
Boom chugga chugga.
Look, it's okay. That is so loud. That's a match made in heaven. All right, okay, here we go. So here's what I can tell you. We got these darn silkies. They're sleeping in the egg boxes. They're crapping all over the egg boxes, and now our eggs are dirty. Period.
Why do they sleep in the egg boxes, Matt?
Because they're not going up on the roost.
Oh, we got another pile. Actually, that's not even a purebred silky.
No, it doesn't look like
Excuse me?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have the right comb, and it's got
yeah, it's all floppy. It should be floppy like
I don't know.
that, right?
It's got some coloration.
Wait. So we have a
inbred, or no? It's
a mix.
X-bred.
How about just a barnyard
It's
mix?
a mix. My silky's a mix too, but she looks like she's purebred.
no, there's no ring in the bell.
Most of your Easter eggers are mixes, and they live.
Yeah.
I have one that's 8 years old. So
I think he's cool looking. That's the only reason why I agreed to this. And
he's cool looking.
But okay, so now I got this on video last night when I went out and did a coop check, which had an amazing sunset. Anyways, we only have 8. You guys got to turn the microphone off in the office, please. Yeah. Listen. So I go out there to do a coop check, right? And we only had, don't crap on my phone. I could tell something bad was about to happen by the smile on your face. Unbelievable. Listen. Boop, 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 boop. We have 24 feet of roosting bar space in our chicken coop out there, and we only have 10 chickens. So they're using such a small section. Mm-hmm. Where do the silkies sit? Right underneath where the chickens are huddled, getting crapped on.
Oh, is that the white on him then? That I'm seeing? No.
No, those are his like
it
feathers
smells
or something.
so bad in here. All right, so I'm just gonna get rid of the silkies. I wanted to put in that was the whole point here. So if you have silkies and you don't want to get rid of them and you want to figure out how to convert your chicken coop, a Carolina coop, real easily, we have our silky sockets. And all you're gonna do,
5 times fast.
Yeah, silky socket,
Couldn't even say it once.
Try it. Silky socket. Oh God. So you're gonna turn the roost bar this way because they are smaller, and I think they prefer the smaller roost bar in this case. But you don't have to get a specialized roost bar, and you just lower it down inside the coop. That's what we did for Eva, and she's in heaven. She's in heaven. No more dirty eggs. So I was thinking about giving them a chance, but they're so mean to the hens.
Yeah.
So mean, it drives me nuts. And I saw someone with a reel the other day that this is one of the ones I wanted to talk about today. And she insists, this is why you got to have a rooster. No. Her main hen was being so mean, who happened to be a silky, to her existing flock. So she gets a rooster. The rooster's going to put them in check. Well, that's what the rooster's job is. But the reason why I think they were having so many problems with the hen in charge, they had so many chickens in such a small area.
Oh.
Size is everything.
There's so much... it's not easy. I don't think you can attribute one thing to the dynamic in a flock. So, the bossy chicken, the mean chicken, the pecking order, too much room, too little room. What's that noise?
It's just going to be one of them days. I don't even want to know.
Nobody's listening to me, but anyway, I think there's, as usual.
It sounds like the building's coming down.
Okay.
I just think there's like, it's not because, like you said, it's not because they don't have a rooster that their hen is mean.
That's right.
Because chickens do quite fine without men. I mean males.
That sounds slightly sexist. I picked up on a sexist tone there. Anybody else? I mean, that's okay. You guys are allowed to say whatever you want. I just was wondering.
It's true.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what's going to happen, because that's what's happened in the bug world.
There's no men.
There's no men.
There's no male bugs.
We're not needed. Oh, we're absolutely, probably in about 1,000 years, you will not have men anymore.
I will be gone.
I'd like to have one around.
Anyways, okay. Wow, what a good Valentine's show. They haven't even done anything yet. Come on, dude. You get the other one. You get Shane in here, or Sean, whatever it is. I think it's Shane, and this is Pat. So if anyone is local here and wants, you really going to take him home? Because I don't want him here.
Yeah, we have a question.
Okay, let's get to the questions.
Should I try to go get Shane?
Sure, why not? I mean, we've gone this far. What's a little more chicken poop?
He's the fun one.
Oh, no.
My buddy Ben.
So Ben
What's up, Ben?
You can read it.
I saw a post the other day of a large egg with an egg inside of it. Yes, I've seen that. Is this what kills chickens when they can't pass eggs? This chicken was just able to pass it. Question mark. Chicken question. That's your cue.
I think that's extremely rare.
It is.
Yeah.
But being egg bound isn't.
Yeah.
Right.
That is what would kill a chicken if they can't pass an egg.
Right. But what are some of the reasons that a chicken becomes egg bound?
And it's not really the egg that kills them, it's the infection.
Right.
The infection that occurs from the egg not being able to pass.
Yeah.
It's like you would get an what?
And sometimes the egg breaks.
No.
Yeah, I have seen that. And the egg yolks like coming out without the shell.
Get over there.
And then I have that happened to a friend of mine's chickens, and the chicken was fine, surprisingly.
Oh, okay.
So
oh my God! Come on! All right, you know what? This was a bad idea. Oh, it's so warm. Ugh.
Warm and squishy.
Oh God!
You need to throw some hemp down.
Did we even answer Ben's question? This is getting.
So
out of hand.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't think that's usually the case.
Like an egg inside another egg is very rare, but chickens not being able to pass an egg, but I would think egg bound that's a symptom of something else, correct?
Well, I mean, they're bred to lay eggs, so that we've seen that's really why they have malfunctions in their reproduction system and cancer of the reproduction system.
Right.
It's just an unfortunate.
Okay. You want the
what do we got here? We got another chicken. Just bring him on in.
This is the ladies' man.
Is that the one that's mean?
Well, he's just very energetic.
Enthusiastic.
Now look at his comb.
Now
though.
he's got a proper silky comb.
This is a beautiful. I hate to say it. This is the only reason why. Go ahead.
Yeah, it looks like a brain.
That is a beautiful. So, and I don't know silkies, but look how beautiful this dude is.
Wait a minute. Wait, does he have 5 toes?
No. Oh,
He's not even a real silky either.
He doesn't have the boots.
Yeah, he does. Oh God, he's got an odd toe right there.
He's got 5 toes on one foot.
He's got 11 toes.
What kind of reject silkies are these?
These are half a silky.
Were these like from 3 Mile Island? Where are these?
Wait, yeah, and silkies are supposed to be booted. Well, there's a little boot. There's a shoelace.
It's a sock.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
All right, listen. I wish our camera could focus on it all.
Oh my God, now I'm smelling it. We got to do something.
You have no idea.
Hey, Kenzie, can you throw me that? I mean, not
some disinfectant wipes, maybe.
Can over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, is there, and that wasn't that zip can that they might.
Thieves.
Oh yeah. Let's do a little cleanup here.
Yeah.
So I love the comb on this one.
Do you see? I think that's weird looking.
I think the walnut combs are weird too.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Thank you.
I like a rose comb, but I
like
don't
a rose
that.
comb.
I don't like that.
I like a pea comb.
A
I
pea
don't
comb's
like
nice.
the big floppy single comb.
I don't know. My Leghorn has it, and she's great.
Oh man, I love your Leghorn. Or your
you gave them to.
I know.
You
That's
gave her to me. She is so pretty.
All right, listen. All right, so
Yeah, you want to see your picture?
the other thing about feeder hoppers.
It's a great picture.
God, why do they can't crap outside this whole time?
Oh.
So the other thing about the feeder hopper that I want to point out that is so not true, and I also again get to tap into my exterminating days. having a feeder hopper does not mean you're going to be infested with rodents. So we did do a video talking about that, right, Jimmy? But apparently it was so long we couldn't do a reel on it. Oh, sorry, dude.
No, I did it.
Oh, I did do it. And actually, I think there were some good comments on it.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that. Okay. Okay, so now that's what we're going to talk about in today's show. So I'm not sure if we have any more hints, any questions about DIY your own coop. And the other thing too, guys, I want to do here soon, because I'm slowly giving myself more time for marketing, handing off the baton of operations. Wouldn't it be fun to go dumpster diving and build a coop, no cheating, all from scrap?
Well, you've done that before.
I know, but I haven't done it in a long time.
Okay.
And I thought it'd be fun to actually do it on video.
Okay, that would be fun. That's kind of your origin story. I think that would be.
I think we should do that. Especially
I have a house coming down today. You can use the rubble to build a
I've
chicken
been
coop.
meaning to say a couple things. I forgot. One,
Yes.
happy birthday. I know it's tomorrow.
Oh, thank you.
But we won't be here tomorrow, so happy birthday.
Thank you.
Also, you've had that house for how long? 10
11
years?
years.
11 years. Oh, my gosh. It's finally coming down.
Yeah.
Right at the last minute before you start getting fined.
Yeah. The deadline was today.
So, and I know it probably sucked.
By the town to get it down.
I know it sucked probably to miss that and to come here, so I appreciate you coming here for the show and your fans, because that did look like fun.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I bought a 8.5 acre property with an old farmhouse, intending to move there and hobby farm there and raise my children there 11 years ago. But the house was too far gone, and I couldn't do it. But with the house coming down now, it's looking like a pasture actually these days. And I was trying to buy some black copper Maran eggs, and my goodness, they were $40 a piece.
Did I not?
Or $40 a chick?
Did I not call it? And
And
you
I'm
kind of did too.
Yeah, I'm like, shoot, forget that. I'm gonna start raising some chickens out there.
Yeah, yes, and it's happening. Like, look at Sonos. What's going on, Sonos? I thought about the same thing Sonos just said. Like,
What?
people are going to steal our chickens.
I never
up.
imagined I would have to consider a security guard to protect my flock. This egg shortage in the stories is ridiculous. Eggs are the new toilet paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bird flu.
No, and I was wondering if anybody has had new people ask for eggs.
Is it bird flu?
Yes.
Let's peel back some more layers.
I've had
if we didn't, I'm so sorry. Here's right. This is a legit question. This is me critical thinking, Ingrid, so don't get mad. Is it bird flu, or is it because of the way we are farming?
Oh, factory farm.
Farming the chickens.
Well, even people's backyard flocks or open pasture farms are getting bird flu.
Right. However, if more people had backyard flocks, and whether they tried to take the means to protect from the migratory birds defecating in the run, where this is one of the great advantages of like our coops, even though I love free ranging, it's nice to protect them with a solid roof run. I know a lot of people have started covering their runs, but I'm just curious. There's always a flu, is there not?
But not to the extent. I mean, this has happened before, but this is happening now, and it's mutating. And I mean, is factory farm to blame? I would say probably 95%. Yes, factory farm is to blame for it continuing to spread and being. Oh, I forgot they were roosters.
Where I draw the line.
That's not even that bad, though.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
But you know, would life be better if we had humane farming things? Would there be less disease? Absolutely.
Now, what about the diseases? Let's take it a little bit a step further. What about the diseases when it comes to gardening and pests? And you mentioned something about it mutating, because it's always going to mutate. And are we screwing up our ability to be resistant to those mutations, or to be able to stay ahead of those mutations through factory farming and or the way we grow on a large scale with the glyphosate or whatever that was called? And,
kind of wishing for that cracker muncher sound now instead of that.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if she's ever heard a rooster.
So here's my point, and here's what the conversation I try to have. In order to solve a problem, you got to get to the root cause. Bird flu, I know, is probably the trigger, but does bird flu, is it doing a better job because of our decisions of how we grow our food? Right?
I think the factory farm. I mean, it's the way we farm. So when you say we grow our food, you mean we as a country or we as
a people?
As a people.
Because here's where I get a little confused. How is the bird flu getting into the factory farms that are all indoors?
That's what I don't know either.
And they have a major biosecurity.
Yeah,
right.
So
that's a good problem.
Something's not making sense. Can someone get my tinfoil hat, please? I need to tune in.
I said that exact same thing to Sean too, because I was like, does it spread disease with birds because of the conditions? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's how lots of things start. But it seems weird because they are covered. They're not out in the pastures. They're not exposed to wild birds. So something is.
Could it be because they're not exposed out in the wild, building up their immune system? Is it because of the biosecurity and the man-made antibiotics, the vaccines, all that? Is that possibly
Well, first of all, I don't think vaccines that would protect you against bird flu would not be what would cause bird flu. But there aren't vaccines for that as far as I know.
But I just mean in general. You get what I'm saying? Like, we are playing God, we're playing nature, however you want to look at it. Can we not come to an agreement, or is this going to turn into, and here's my fear, it's going to turn into, obviously, politics, because so many people are going to lose a lot of money when we finally
Cracker Muncher pecked this big boy.
Ooh, Cracker Muncher. That's touch of sexism there.
No, it's not. She's dominating these two
guys.
Listen,
I love it too, but you get what I'm saying.
It's also going to dairy cows, so somehow it's going. This thing is going to.
Have you seen dairy farms?
I know, but I mean how is the bird flu getting to the dairy farm, which is affecting milk, which is killing cats and people?
Humans have supposedly died.
One died with bird flu, not of bird flu.
Okay, thank you. So that's just my point, because listen, we need to really figure out what's going on. And I'm sorry, I just question everything I'm told. And we kind of got to think about what's really going on. Because here's the thing. I think so many people take a hook, line, and sinker, especially when politics is involved, which means money's involved. And at the end of the day, I just hope as a people on this planet, we're all going to agree that if we could give a little bit more to our food supply, no matter what it is, we would be so much better off in so many different aspects of our lives versus so dependent on a large food system that's very sensitive, but we have such convenience from that food, which is kind of what, if you think about it, is what's killing us and what keeps the price down. So it's just going to be fascinating what's going to happen, and we're seeing it with eggs. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. All right, so are we done with the roosters here? You seem so entertained.
Oh, yeah, he started to do a little dance.
Yeah, see, and Chase Smith, exactly. I free range, everyone free ranges. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just bad luck, some people that actually get bird flu. Is it really bird flu?
Well...
He says, no, we should get a mic for Shane over there. Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Lori Hess, the vet from, that's our customer, the vet from Chewy.
Yep.
She, and I have pictures too, but she covered her whole run areas with, I think like either half or quarter inch hardware cloth. She didn't want any wild birds getting in there because of the bird flu. So she has completely made a thing so she didn't. And this was years ago.
Oh, chicken
fight. Hey, don't let that bird be mean to me.
Whoa! Whoa!
You get him, Cracker Muncher. Don't let that big bully peck you.
I think she started it.
It doesn't matter.
Look at Shane. He's like, what the hell's going on over here? Fisher Matt Ryan, yes. Okay, listen. Those arches underneath the ribs of your roofing.
Well, you're talking to
Well,
me.
I don't know how much we want to get into it. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is a great point, especially when we're talking rodents, in this case, rats. You have to understand prevention is everything, especially you got ultimately, because it's only going to get worse, figure out where the hell those rats are coming from, because it's just going to get worse. And they can end up chewing right through wood. I've seen them chew through copper pipes. Anyways, it's only a ½ inch. If you have your regular Sharpie, if you can fit that through an opening, technically the rats can fit through. Just give us a call. We have what we call rib guards, right? Am I saying that right, office? I think we're calling rib guards. And we thought about including them standard, which means the price is going to go up for everyone. I just hate doing that because 99% of the people don't need them, but we do offer the cutout. Can I have someone bring them in, please?
Does it stop the ventilation through the rib?
Great question, and I'm so glad you asked that because that's the beauty of the size of our coops. It's not. Will it slow down ventilation? Yes, not enough. That'll make a damn bit of difference. That's why
the ones that just go like they don't go through the whole thing. They just cover the outside.
Yeah. Can someone bring in our rib guards and maybe just a hutch roofing panel, please? I want to show you guys this.
This is one of those situations where there might be a better way to address the problem.
Oh yeah.
Than closing up ventilation on your coop.
Right, but it's not going to close up enough ventilation that it makes a damn bit of difference. Nowhere close.
Like, didn't you say the rats could be, they travel a lot and they could be, the issue could be they're living somewhere else.
That's absolutely it. I have done so many rat jobs in cities, communities, neighborhoods that it's what happens. The rats travel so far, you either got to team up together and work on it as a whole, or you got to just put a force field around yourself and just survive the storm. And that's what I'm saying. So right now the rib guards are going to be survive the storm. But if the rat population continues to increase and they are lacking food, they will find their way in. Don't make it easy for them. So hopefully someone can bring those in and I'll show them to you guys. Okay, moving on. 101. Do we have any hints, any ideas? Not that I want to talk about it. Maybe we can message each other. Like a really good hint about the big thing coming up. I wanted to really test people's knowledge, history.
What do you mean the big thing coming?
Can I do a hint?
I don't want to do a hint that's so obvious. So if you want to write it down, maybe that'd be a good one.
Oh, I can write it down.
Okay. Make sure they can't see it. Why do we have silkies? Honestly.
Oh, we got another situation.
Boy, if you ever wanted to play chicken poop bingo, you got the perfect chickens. We should do that live on the air one time. Can we do that? Play chicken poop bingo live?
Well, we could, but when I did it at my birthday party, we used pigeons, and they worked better. They poop more. Well, it's hard to believe, but...
Oh, come on.
Oh, I think you're going to need a cleaner for that.
Why me?
And boy, do I have some lovely pigeons.
Chickens are the most important bird on the planet. They outnumber humans 4-1. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce says big poultry producers are changing from battery cages to communal living areas. Seems to have increased the effect when disease does occur. And I can see, so here's the thing. I can see one of the government agencies trying to fight bird flu. And I am one of those people that I think they create the problem to implement their solution. That they're going to say, no, the chickens that now are 100% indoors and you have this major biosecurity that you'll never have bird flu problems again. So we're going to outlaw all backyard chickens.
Well, obviously that's not going to solve the problem if all of the indoor chickens are still getting bird flu.
That's what's interesting. Yeah. I just see it happening.
Point made earlier.
Perfect sound effects from the Roo. Cracker getting sassy. She is a sassy little one. I give her that.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. Need more Non's Kitchen. I agree. We're going to do more of that. Thank God it's warming up. Those have been a huge hit. Have you guys watched the videos when we're in Non's Kitchen? I've been on this kick of...
She is a fantastic cook.
Everything. Mm-hmm. The band on my watch is toxic. Your black utensils. What's up, Jason? Yes, sir. Bring them on in, sir.
Hi.
chickens.
Oh, these aren't foam anymore.
No, we have the foam ones, and you could try the foam ones, but they're definitely going to chew through the foam ones. All right, I'll tell you what. Should we get the chickens out of here? I think this is too distracting now. We're not going to be able to talk about coops. That's what people really want to talk about. Can I have someone come in and get these chickens out of here? Jason, you want a chicken? That a boy.
How about 2 out of 3?
There you go. Look at Jason. There you go. I'm going to do meat rabbits soon. I can't wait to do meat rabbits. All right. So here's what I was talking about, especially for Fish and Matt Ryan's question. So here's this wonderful acre, which I can't get into it yet. Sorry. Thank you. No, you're fine. So we cut these out on the CNC to go up underneath. Can you hold that up? So that, so it goes up underneath the ribs exactly to close that off.
Wow.
With a rigid material.
Exact fit.
Oh, hell
Almost like it was done with a computer machine.
So where
it's exactly what
does
it
that
was.
go to the back of it? Is that
So this goes on the inside of the run, up underneath the roofing panels as it goes up. So you don't see them on the outside, and you just screw them right in.
Okay.
So
is that ACRE?
This is ACRE. Now, here's the thing. I want to be crystal clear. If the rats really want to get in, they'll chew right through it. But we're going to make it a little bit harder for them. In theory, they can fit through 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch hardware cloth because the only hard part of their body's skull.
We have questions.
Oh, yeah, please. Always with the questions.
So Suzanne asks, when do I use the circulation pump in the water system?
Whenever you want.
Well, there's a better answer. It should have a thermostat plugged. It should be plugged into a thermostat. So the thermostat actually decides when it runs. But in addition, which would mean freezing temperatures, approximately. But there is the other option of taking that off in the summer and running it occasionally to refresh the water.
Excellent answer. So that what you have to understand is what is the purpose
Which is
of
not necessary, but sometimes,
Yep. The
might be
whole
nice to
purpose
do.
of the pump is to circulate the water. We're going to
So
circulate.
it doesn't freeze.
We're going to circulate it in the winter because the de-icer is going to keep the water from freezing. Now, I know moving water shouldn't freeze. Is it true to put beet juice in the water? That'll keep it
What's
from...
that going to do?
I don't think so.
You haven't seen that? You don't go...
I don't
That's
get
not gonna
sucked
change
into
anything.
What do they
stupid things on
call it
Instagram.
when you go on the reels constantly? Doom scrolling?
Well,
You guys
that's
You guys don't doom scroll?
Time waster.
Oh, God, I'm so bad at it. They say if you put beet juice in the water, it'll keep it from freezing.
No, that won't do it.
That's
Really?
Now, the circulating water, I have used that when it's a light freeze.
Here's a question.
Yes.
It's for Kristen, I think. What's a good LVL for first-time incubator use on temp and humidity?
What's an LVL?
Oh, level?
I don't know. I don't know
I
what
don't
you
know
mean,
either.
but he was asking about like what you should have the temperature and humidity on for an incubator. He asked that earlier in the show. Okay.
Well, you got to answer the question.
I know. We just have like
Come on.
silence.
This is not good.
Welcome to our
Ingrid's
podcast.
getting mad. That's why they.
Welcome to the podcast where
Can
we
I just
hear
get
dead
a-
air because Ingrid's not going to edit this stuff out. So there you go.
I'm not understanding. I guess we don't have a pen that works. What is a good level for the first time incubator to use on temp and humidity?
I don't know right off the bat.
Yes, you do.
I'm embarrassed because my incubator's preset.
I
and
know.
I use the preset.
That
thing.
is true.
So I forgot.
Isn't it 102?
No.
No?
No, it's not 102.
101?
It's
98?
It might be 99.
99? Geez.
Someone Google it, please.
No. You're right. All of our incubators are preset.
So he should get one that we go to our website because we have the ones under the products we love, and you can go buy it.
And I'm
the
really
incubators that
sorry,
we
I
like.
don't remember.
And you incubate like year round.
I know. Well, not year round, but I'm
Do you
getting
got
the,
chicken?
I'm getting the
Do you
itch
got
to
chicken
do it.
poop dar? You're like.
Oh, I just care about your nose. Man.
That's just because she's used to having house chickens. That's why she's got.
I think we're. I don't know. I hope you guys are.
I hope she's
entertained.
out.
I'm doing meat rabbits too, so I'm gonna do meat rabbits soon. Wow, that's awesome, Matt. When did you decide this? Well, I've been wanting to do it my whole life. I just don't know if I have the heart to do it, but I've been doing a lot of research on meat rabbits. Have you guys ever done meat rabbits?
No.
I don't know if I have the heart. I love rabbits and bunnies, but boy, do I love eating rabbit. You ever had rabbit?
Uh-huh.
It is so good. The fertilizer is awesome. It is a great sustainable source of protein. And there's a lot of similarities about raising meat rabbits, about the ventilation, like the respiratory system. And they're a little bit more sensitive than I thought they were. We have a customer, you've been there.
Yes.
She does it in one of our coops.
Yeah.
And it's
in the run.
Yes. And it makes perfect sense.
She has rabbit cages, wire cages hanging from the ceiling. So it doesn't use any of the ground space that the chickens are using.
And then the chickens go underneath and they help with the composting process,
Right.
which is actually, if you ever watch Joel Salatin, he preaches about that all the time.
He's got a movie. I mean, there's a well, never mind.
Oh, on Angel.
Yes.
I watched it. Have you guys seen it?
No, I was going to see it. The Lunatic Farmer.
Yes, it is awesome. Because I've been watching Joel as long as I can remember. And I tell you, he has been a huge inspiration for me and for a lot of people. And I love how simple he makes it. Yeah, it was absolutely fascinating. And I don't know if in the documentary that they did, if they talked about the meat rabbits, but having the chickens go underneath the meat rabbits, it just makes sense. And it's just one more thing that the chickens do for you. I absolutely love it. So I think I'm going to do it.
All right.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Let us know how it goes.
Francine.
Well, you're going to be there. I think we're going to do VCL from the garden one time.
Francine, our friend, says, she has a question. What breed is Cracker Muncher?
Cracker Muncher is a mix. She's half Old English Game and half Serama.
Yeah.
You and your Old English Game.
Yeah. Well, I've got some breeder, Mark. He gives me free eggs, free hatching eggs, and that's what he's got.
I think.
So, but also, Francine, I got the Christmas gift that you sent last time I was here. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you.
She gave me some baking
Francine,
vanilla.
Yeah. She's very sweet.
Fancy.
We appreciate it. And it was so fun to see you when you were here. Okay.
She needs to come back. She has a lot of fun. Sonos has a question. Are you going to continue VCL, do the kitchen shows, or start your series on converting your backyard to a food garden? My preference. That's what I want to do. That is what I'm going to do. Here's the problem. One, I want to do it regardless because I love the idea. And I finally have enough land that we can do that. And of course, why wouldn't I want to get it all on video?
You don't need that much land because I have a quarter of an acre.
Right. Oh, I'm not going to use the whole thing.
I know. I'm just saying. You said I finally have enough land, and I'm just saying.
What I mean by that is that I can have this here, this here. So there will be no problem fitting it in. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay, fair. All right. And I want to show what I started to do in New York, and that is the bullseye gardening and how all the animals have their role in the farm and how to make sure they do their part. And bring the food in and cook it up and eat it in Nan's kitchen. I mean, why not? However, supposedly with YouTube, too much range of type of content is not good to push the show. Isn't that ridiculous?
Oh.
Supposedly. So we're about to find out. I don't get it. And I can tell you, I've been on that big kick about making pizzas. Oh,
how's that going?
So good.
Did you bring one in today?
No, I'm 65% there.
Well, disappointing.
What? That I'm only 65% there?
No, that I wanted to taste one.
Well, you have the pizza that.
It's not. No. You have to have it right when it comes out of the oven.
Well, you have the pizza today, Kristen, that I brought.
Yay!
Sean made it.
Good.
Sean and I made it. So we don't buy pizza anymore.
I don't know. I feel that there's a pizza cook-off brewing.
Yeah, I mean it's true, authentic Italian pizza, the Neapolitan style, completely different than any pizza you're used to here in the States.
So you make your own dough?
Everything. Oh yeah. Right from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love pizza.
Yeah. I'm trying to learn, how do you figure out the W rating on the flour?
That's pretty deep.
Thank you.
Pretty deep.
Just establishing how deep I'm taking this. Like, it's
and
insane.
are you still doing keto?
I have gained so much weight. I'm trying to, and somehow it all went to hell.
Huh.
I have gained almost 20 pounds back now.
Does it have anything to do with the pizzas?
Maybe. And Non keeps buying beer. I was doing so well just on wine. And then just beer just is so yummy.
So apparently the sugar in beet juice, so I guess it doesn't even have to be beet juice. It could be anything with sugar in it, but whatever, lowers the freeze point of the water slightly, but it's not going to keep it from freezing.
Right.
But, you just need like a nugget of something to make a TikTok viral video.
You said nugget. Yeah, no, you're right. And then people love it.
99.5% for quail with 50 to 60 humidity, says Bruce. And I'm guessing that's the incubator. I don't know that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Look at Ben's.
So, okay, hold on. Let me be crystal clear here. The rats do travel far. Most of the time, travel far. But they don't have to. If they got the perfect environment, which is a harborage area, right to the food source, and most important, again, we're talking rats, water. They have to drink water every day. Mice do not. So I guess in the perfect situation, in this case with Fish and Matt Ryan, if you got your harborage area of rats on your property, then you're going to don't just eliminate the harborage area, eliminate the rats. I almost wish I should start that podcast on pest control advice, because there are baits that are phenomenal for rats. I love watching the ones. You guys ever watch the ones where they shoot them with a pellet gun at night?
Mm-mm.
Oh, so much fun.
Would the rats drink out of the water bar?
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
They would figure that out.
Oh yeah. Rats are incredible. There's a reason why they just can survive anywhere. The problem is, and I am doing a little bit of assuming, because I know where Fish and Matt Ryan lives roughly. I know what it's like in these more densely populated areas. The only time I have seen a rat situation on one property is on a farm, and that's just a much bigger property.
Well, I've had two friends that have had backyard chickens that had problems with rats, both inside the Beltline, but
yeah,
it doesn't matter.
So
that's a populated area.
So many times when we go and see people that have a rat problem on their property.
I know what it is. It's a lack of cats.
There you go.
If you give them a harborage area, especially Norway rats. Now, maybe out in California, in the southern area, you got roof rats, which are completely different. They come from the jungles, whole different approach. But the Norway rats, they love to burrow. Don't give them a place to hide underneath a solid ceiling. If that makes sense. So I see them underneath sheds all the time, especially when it sinks into the ground. You definitely don't want that.
And it's hard. I mean, it's hard to eliminate those areas on your property.
That's right.
Like, you don't think about, like, well, what's under my shed? I put this stuff around the shed because I kept getting possums under there, and I know they don't stay there forever, but it was enough to make my dogs go nuts and try to get under the shed. So I just kind of try to prevent that from being a place where, like, small animals want to hang out.
Maureen, yes. Would you like to see ours? You want to bring in our Samani?
Are you familiar with the I'm Samani breed?
Yes.
I love our Samani. We got that from. Did that come from you, or did we get that from?
That was the one that you hatched, wasn't it?
Yeah, we hatched those.
That was the actual one that you hatched that Kristen took.
Yeah.
And kept.
And then when you got tired of it, I raised it.
Thank you. It's probably gonna happen
and then
again.
gave it back to you.
Oh, you're right. 1 minute I'm hot with chickens, next minute I'm cold. Kristen got all mad at me the other day. She's like, I bought all these chickens for you last year. You didn't want any of them. I'm like, what? And then you gave one of them to Ingrid.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to do it again this year, right?
Yeah.
I want all Orpingtons. I want my chocolate. I want my Jubilee.
She is the best chicken.
Is she?
She really is. She is the dog chicken. She comes running to you. She can pick her up. You can pet her. She's fantastic. So,
don't listen to that cracker muncher.
Matt, if you tell YouTube your videos are about homesteading, you'll have practically unlimited range for subjects.
Yeah, I think what we're talking about in a marketing way. So if you have a successful channel on chicken coops and building chicken coops and chicken raising or chicken keeping, and if you're going to have another channel, like if you dilute that channel with doing gardening stuff, even though it's complementary and it goes hand in hand, the common theory is that it's gonna make your channel go down instead of taking two separate channels that work together. That's what was discussed in the marketing meeting, and that's why Kevin has Epic Gardening and Epic Homesteading.
Well, I reached out to Kevin. I forgot. He gave me an answer.
Oh, okay.
Our friend over at Epic Gardening. I'm sure you guys have seen him.
Yeah,
Very
great content.
Yes, that's the secret. We got to get better with our content. I'm horrible at content. And so many people are copying him. We got talking about that. And what he said is what you're saying, Ingrid. He did. I mean, again, I'm not. Oh, here we go. Ingrid, again, I don't blame you. I understand. She's like, you never listen to me. You listen to everyone else. No, I like to verify. But I will have these conversations, these heart-to-hearts with Ingrid. And as long as her and I are kind of in agreement, it's like, okay, let's go out and do some critical thinking. Let's go do some research. Oh, she gets so mad at me. But, why don't you go to other people and just kind of see what they think? She won't even talk to me. She's hiding behind her monitor now. Okay, well, so he said it is better to have the niche. But yet you have the potential of reaching more people. I don't get it. I
just
why
still
did
find it. You'll still
why did he
link
start?
to the two channels will still be linked to each other.
Yeah.
So it's not like.
So should we start a second channel?
I think so.
When you do it, it's going to be Carolina Coop's Homesteading or something like that.
I want to do the channel what my farm is called.
What's that?
You know it.
Oxford Stables?
No, that's the horse farm.
Oh.
My
My Way?
My Way Farms. Of course. No? Is that bad? My Way Farms.
Frank Sinatra.
One of the best songs in the world. Yeah, absolutely.
We're getting compliments.
Thank you. Oh, I did see that. Thank you so much. Carolina Coops equals fantastic craftsman. Well done. Nice attention to detail in your projects. Thank you very much.
We appreciate that. It's always nice to hear, right, Matt?
You have no idea. Because in today's world, the negative comments do come through.
Yeah.
And they just get way more attention than the compliments. And I hate that. I hate the squeaky wheel gets the grease. The other thing I'm really bad at, and I don't want to take anything away from the road crew because
I didn't get a chance to answer. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I had so many things going through my head.
Get it out fast enough.
And I was like sorting. Okay, what do I prioritize? How much time do I have?
Oh my gosh. Do you see what I'm dealing with?
He just went right to it. Didn't give us a chance, Kristen. Didn't give
So
us a chance.
we need to go out. Listen, we need to go film the 2 custom coops they just finished up out in Georgia. The live edge clapboard siding, the Eastern Red Cedar. Yes. And,
do you have water in that?
I talk about why. Do you need some water?
She needs water.
What are you going to do here?
She's really
What's wrong with your water?
Well,
is she telling you that?
Yeah.
No, not out of my... What are you, crazy?
You haven't drank it yet. You're not dying of thirst. She is.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh
my God.
She is thirsty.
You're like a chicken whisperer.
I got something for you. Come on.
Well, it doesn't matter now. My cup has been contaminated.
Oh, Ingrid and I talked about that one morning. I said, would you drink out of your coffee cup after the chicken? I set it down and they drank out of it while I wasn't looking.
All right, listen. Okay, I guess we'll just forget the point I was about to make.
No, go ahead.
Well,
My
because
way.
I need to get after that, I need to get this in my head. I don't know what started it, but yes, the compliments are nice. Here's the other thing that I don't compliment enough. These custom coops that we do. One, Evan has to take it from nothing, from thin air, design it. And then Mackenzie, in this case, she sold this coop, and you sold coops for years. You know, it's not easy selling. It is a hard job, not because it's hard to sell the coops. It's because you work for a company that offers so many options. We are so meticulous in every detail, making sure the customer that we don't leave a stone unturned, and then in this case, our custom shop, to build a coop to such perfection with rough cut lumber. You know what I mean? Like, I can't wait. When we go to do that video, let's make sure we don't lose sight of that. That's just what I'm getting. And, it's my fault, but they brought that to my attention. I'm like, you guys are right. You're right. They don't get the credit that they should.
So we have a deep litter question.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I'm using Carolina Coop's hemp. Thank you. I noticed that the smell is slight. I'm seeing some small flies similar to the flies usually in cow's poop. He also says that what I do is sift once a week to prevent this issue. Is that normal? I have 4 chickens in a Cali coop.
It can be. I'm not sure where you're located, but listen, Flies don't lie. Smell doesn't lie. Don't mess with it so much. And here's where I'm not a
that's what I'm
turner.
thinking.
I'm not a flipper, folder, what you guys all say. Add a layer. We have a video not too long ago. I think there were stable flies. I can't remember what flies we had inside the hen house. And I'm like, oh, this is it was horrible. It was rancid. It stunk. I had to go out and open up the windows. Because remember, too, smell also is affected by the ventilation. Don't just rely on hemp alone for smell. But you know what to do based on smell, or if the flies are there, because the flies are there because they smell it. And just add a layer of hemp. Add a layer of hemp, and it should go away immediately. If it doesn't, something else is going on.
I know you don't like the turning, but a lot of times when I do turn, the stuff on the bottom is beautiful.
Yeah, you do have to turn it. You don't have to sift it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sifting. I'm just sometimes when there's a lot of layer of poop on, instead of adding more to it, because that's my problem the first time is I kept adding too much hemp.
Don't add so much. You don't need to add too much.
I like to utilize it until it gets to 50% poop, 50% hemp before I add more. Because otherwise, you're wasting it.
No, you're right. And I think so many people mess with it too much.
I see what you're saying, but I don't think that like digging up the stuff on the bottom because it looks like brand new hemp.
Yeah, you gotta turn it to utilize it.
Composting has a lot to do with layers, though, does it not? And I sometimes think you disturb what the microbes are trying to build up in those layers. That's just me. And I know we've changed to saying you don't fill it up so much.
Yeah.
Start small. I don't know. I mean,
here's another question.
We do nothing. We literally do nothing out here at our coop, and we have no problems.
Right, but your coop isn't 10 feet from your house like mine is. So
yeah.
if things start to smell, you don't.
So yeah, and if our coop starts to smell, we'll go add hemp.
Right. I don't want to keep adding to it because
you shouldn't have to keep adding to it.
I don't, because I turn it.
Again, people have the ones that I find have problems.
Send us a picture.
They're messing around with it too much. They have too many chickens. The coop isn't, I don't know. But yes, that's a great point. Send us a picture.
So Sonas has a question. By the summer, I'll need to add more material to my hen house deep litter hemp. Should it be hemp or the healthy straw?
Oh, boy. So we need to do this video. Speaking of our coop, we're going to go clean it out. We're going to go clean it out. Put a piece of polycarbonate right down the middle. Splitting the two hen houses in half, and then put healthy straw on one side and hemp on the other to see which one does better. Again, the video that I took yesterday, all the chickens are all in one corner. Like we only have 10 chickens meant for 24 chickens. So we could fit probably 40 chickens in there. So I don't know if that's going to be a fair test. So here, Sonos, this is what I would love for you to do. I want people to try healthy straw and get back to me.
Would you like for me to do that test? I might have a few extra.
Have you not? You used to. You're the one. Both of you are the ones that sold me on it.
Splitting it in the middle.
Oh, how many chickens you got in a coop meant for?
5.
Seriously.
We'll talk after.
We should go out to your coop and do a video on it because you are definitely pushing it.
But I thought we relieved you of some of your chickens.
Yeah, that's right. Now they all fit in there.
When I was picking the chickens, it was like, I want that one. And they were so full of chickens. So full.
Amber M, that is an interesting statement. Can I speak freely?
Amber said, you guys should have the chicken chick on.
You know what I want to do. And I've talked about this. I don't know if they will do it.
The dueling.
Yes. Thank you.
Chicken.
Because
they wouldn't do it, and that's not. I mean, it's just a petty fight.
Are they still fighting?
I think so.
Go on.
I think so. We don't agree with a lot of the chicken chicks stuff.
She's
a sand user.
Oh,
she's. I mean, there's a history there. I think, and I don't. I wouldn't, as a producer, want her on the show. I just don't think we should give her airtime. But I know people like her.
Yes. And I want to choose my.
She's got her own avenue for getting.
I think it's
she
good.
Doesn't need us.
So here's the thing. Here's why. Yes, I wanted to have her on with somebody else, where there's some things that happen behind the scenes that I don't think a lot of people know about. That's questionably down and dirty. Number two, why not have someone come on that we don't agree with and have that conversation? Because you know what? Maybe if we did have her on, and I would absolutely, I'm like, sell me on sand. Tell me. And could you imagine, and this has happened, where all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I never thought about that. And I want to know. So honestly, I think with the right approach and knowing like, hey, yes, let's have her on. She loves her chickens. She has her own opinion. So I have more respect for someone that at least has her opinion and lives it than someone that just plays dumb and doesn't. Into the mic.
Her opinion is also based on her sponsors.
Ooh, follow the money.
We don't even have sponsors.
The hell we don't. Boy, I got so much news for you guys.
What, we got a sponsor?
We, oh yeah. Got 2 of them. Oh yeah. Big.
You gonna write it down and push it over to me?
Well,
or you gonna tell us all?
I can't. See, I don't. There's so much going on. Anyways, maybe give me a second to digest that.
Okay.
So I would love to have her on. I actually have thought about it. Not that I want to have 2 people fighting, because that's not it. But I think that'd be great for content. She is huge on sand. I just know
She's sponsored by the sand industry.
Her and I did not leave on good terms.
Yeah.
And that did not sit well with me. And I'm just going to leave it at that. But I want people to come on the show if we can have a conversation where we don't agree. We've never done that, have we? So
you and I don't agree.
Yeah. And
this is fake.
Well, this isn't.
Pretend.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my
that
God.
Might be,
no, Kristen and I fight all the time.
No, we don't.
Yeah. So tiring. We should do that.
Real, I don't know. I don't feel like giving her more of a platform, but that's just my opinion.
What about this Sonos comment over here? Are you looking at that? My observation. Your kitchen show draws 4 times the live viewers, but it seems to be a large international audience and draws out the creeps in the comments. Those people have no idea who you are.
Right.
Are there creepy comments?
Dude, it's bad.
I didn't know.
So it depends. Do you want quality or quantity?
Exactly, and that's what we're trying to figure out. These are the questions we have in our marketing meetings. Like, what is it we really want? And honestly, I've been going all back to quality, which we should never leave quality, but quality needs to always be number 1 before quantity. A bobcat just completely eliminated my neighbor's flock. My girls are all safe and sound thanks to my Carolina Coops.
Thank you, Bruce. Oh, Bruce gets a T-shirt for that.
Absolutely, thank you. Because listen, our coops are on guard every single night. Every night. When we are in bed sleeping, our coops are on guard, protecting our girls and those expensive egg producing,
those golden eggs.
Those golden eggs that produce you know what I'm saying? I think that's awesome. So Bruce, thank you for that.
Bruce, you know what to do.
Yes.
Just email me.
I think he's won before. So
No, he's not. No, they're not to email you anymore. We changed the procedure.
All right, who were they emailing?
Who was it?
Can they get half off?
They have to email non@carolinacoops.com. Go ahead.
Can they get half off a bale of hemp if they already have T-shirts?
Sure. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, good luck with figuring that out.
No, email non@carolinacoops.com because it doesn't make
GNON.
It doesn't make sense to go through Ingrid anymore with some of the procedures. I'm trying to take work off of you that doesn't make sense for you to do, so I can get more work on you that makes sense for you to do.
Okay.
Some people have some people don't like change. Speaking of change, real quick, did you guys notice the office?
Not yet, but I would love a tour.
We have ripped out all the cubicles, all those beautiful, right from Apple cubicles.
Did you save them?
Oh yeah. Oh God, yeah. Those things are stupid expensive. We're making the showroom Nan and I have talked about for years. Finally.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
The showroom?
Showroom. You're going to walk in and it's going to be a destination, an experience where when you walk in, it's the sales room, but we're going to have a coop inside. We're going to have everything inside.
Ooh, a coop inside.
Yes. We're going to rip up the carpet and put down AstroTurf. We're going to paint the ceiling blue. We're going to have just
cool.
You guys got to do it today. Oh my gosh, guys. This is the best it's ever been. I just had Evan down, who pictures sitting in front of your computer for hours and hours and hours designing these coops. when you see it come to life, it's an unbelievable feeling. Now with virtual reality, we can go into our custom coop drawings and see them to scale. And it is incredible. We're going to have that set up. And actually, we're doing that today if you want to be a part of that. Yes, Matt, that is awesome idea. I've always wanted to. No, Matt, that sounds awful. That is a horrible idea.
I've seen the virtual reality coops. It is cool.
So Amber's
have you ever done it though? Are you one of those people that get sick? Because like won't do it.
No, I've seen it. I've used it with your chicken coops.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
What? Talking to the mic. When?
Yeah, I have.
When? Let's pretend you didn't, because we're gonna do it on video.
But I am an IRL type, I do like living
So Amber
life.
says her vet also. Amber says that her vet recommended the Chicken Chicks book, and she said she jumped on the sand boat too. I don't think different views are necessarily bad, but see, I still don't understand why a vet who should know what animals would like in their environment would recommend sand. It goes against everything that.
Follow the money. Listen. Real
the sand lobby.
Real
big sand.
Yeah.
Big sand.
Listen, you know what I want to do? I want to do this too. Okay? Let's put a coop out there and do the sand.
I don't know why. That's like a litter box. Why do you want a litter box? You think that smells? It's not going to be any better with sand.
Maybe just you're right. I don't know, because I don't want to just dismiss it. I want to learn. I've never done it because it just doesn't make sense to me. Why do I want more work?
But I think, again, we decide what we want for our chickens instead of what they need. So
you're right. You're right. Okay.
I mean, like you said, they don't have to be in a beautiful coop. They can be in a hideous coop. They don't care. We like the Carolina coops because they keep them safe and healthy. The fact that it makes things easier for us. And then why would you want sand? That just makes we're going to clean that every day. Why would you want to clean that every day?
I know.
Why would you want a 12x6 litter box to clean every day?
It's insane to me. It is absolutely insane. But to have a vet jump on it, follow the money. I wanted just to share a real world life experience where I'm sorry, I'm going to question doctors. You know how many doctors have canceled me, won't let me come back? Like, how dare you question, you go to the doctors and you just think you should believe everything they say, right?
I went to like 3 doctors before I found one when they wanted to just take out my thyroid because I had a problem. And I'm like, no. So, I mean, I believe in medicine. I come from a family of medicine, but I don't think that you should just everything that comes out of their mouth is correct.
So let's take a vet. I've gone to 2 or 3 vets, if not more, especially when I would
talk. Is that because all the doctors canceled you?
Yeah, he's like Kramer. He has to get his ear stuff from the vet.
No.
Now you're trying to find a vet that'll take you?
Maybe. No.
It sounds familiar.
Listen, real life experience, the barf diet. Period. I had one of the most difficult breeds that are very prone to health issues. Now, I didn't just go buy any English bulldog from any breeder. So I knew, the genetics is important, but Bruno had allergies. He wasn't, you could just he was almost depressed, right? So we switched over to the barf diet, bones and raw food. And when I learned about it, did some research, it made sense. Critical thinking, right, Ingrid? And when I went to the vet, especially back then, I'm like, whoa, whatever a vet says, that's gold, right? And they're like, no, that's the worst thing to do. And I'm like, why? And it just it didn't add up what they were saying. They just want to keep pushing the dry dog food that they have on their shelves, right? Because they're probably getting paid for it. Without a doubt, 100%, Bruno, he was so much happier. You could tell how happy he was to eat. Aww. And all I did was feed him raw chicken mainly. There's some other things too, but raw chicken with the bone. Okay? You just chop up the chicken bone. It's not cooked. It's raw. And that's what dogs are meant to eat. He was so much healthier.
I thought they couldn't have bones.
If they're
cooked bones. Exactly.
Oh, they can't have cooked.
Exactly. A wolf doesn't go out and kill and cook it up in the campfire and then eat it. No, they eat that raw, and that's what they're meant to eat for so many reasons. Here is how I became such a believer. One, Bruno's not going to lie to me. He was I taught him the salute. He's like, I want food. And when he hardly drank water because he was getting so much moisture through his food. And here's the best part. When he would defecate, there was hardly anything there now, and it would just disintegrate in a day because he's absorbing all the nutrients. What happens when you feed regular mediocre to crappy dry dog food? It's just fillers. It's crap. So you're paying for nothing, basically, just to make them feel like they got a food. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
So
you make a good point.
Thank you. So I just don't always believe what doctors and vets say. So maybe in this case, again, maybe they get paid to push. Maybe they're selling sand. Maybe they want unhealthy chickens. Doctors don't make money with healthy chickens and healthy patients.
I don't know. It seems odd, but I've had other people have vets recommend things for dogs that I just am appalled. So
because they want you to come back.
You do have to be your own advocate, that's for sure.
Yes, that's the bottom line. And Amber says Epic Gardens content is based on sponsors too, and we know that. I mean, he's getting sponsors. I think one of the thing about the chicken chick, and it's the same thing.
She's gonna sue us.
We can say her name.
We can.
I
mean, it's okay.
It's not like Beetlejuice,
right? And it's not that I'm saying anything bad. I'm not saying a lot of things.
Chicken chick.
And I actually would love to have her on the show.
Oh, she's here.
But there were. I would love to hear her opinion on sand. Why not? Go ahead.
No, her appeal has to do with the fact that she comes up a lot because she was there like in the beginning, just like Lisa Steele. Mm-hmm. Like they started when like this wasn't as popular, and I think that's what gives her a lot of cachet. Sorry,
cachet. I don't know what cachet means.
That gives her a lot of like. That's why people look at her as the expert, because the longevity that she's always showing up. It's always there, and blah blah blah. And I don't know. I mean, if you want good chicken advice, like chicken keeping advice, if you want to follow someone, I would say follow Dahlia from Welcome to Chickenlandia. I mean, she's honest. You know.
Or me. I'm going to get into this game. I know I keep saying it.
I have been telling you to, Kristen Warren, for years.
Get a channel.
I've been telling you. Now that you have a Carolina Coop, I just had this I just had that conversation with you.
All right, I'm going to start.
Mm-hmm. I'll believe when I see it.
And you're going to see back the behind the scenes stuff too.
I think you should. I've told you this. I've been a huge advocate of you always doing this. And I think you could get to a point that you can even do a subscription. You know what I mean? It's what you want to make of it. But like what what Ingrid is saying, and why I like Dahlia, and this is also why I like Kevin. I like the people like us. It's real. Okay? We're honest. We love what we do. I don't get paid. Okay, I get paid by Carolina Coop, so I guess Carolina Coop is our sponsor for BC. I don't know. We do this because we love it. We don't get paid by a sponsor to do this show, even though I would like to. Yet. But it's because I believe in people getting chickens, getting outside in the sun, getting dirty, taking a risk, diving in a dumpster, and we got to make it so our food isn't so damn sensitive. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I think there's a lot of good influencers out there that do it for that reason. So real quick, then I'll talk about the sponsorship. We have 2 collaborations coming up. Big. I'm not sure. Can I go public with the other one?
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
Well, it just sounds so cool when I ask it.
Oh, okay. Like I'm in charge.
You know nothing.
No, I don't know.
You absolutely, because you are against the second one, rightfully so. And that's okay.
Well, I think it went out of control.
All right, what's going on?
Oh, it's out of control.
Yeah.
Oh, it's out of control. I'm sure we can go public with this one because I this is awesome.
I mean, nice guy. Super nice guy.
Had a meeting with Jessica. Jessica was like, oh my gosh, sold. Yes. All right, listen.
Wait, and that guy had a meeting with Jessica?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Because she wanted to go over the analytics, which is what I absolutely love. We've never gone over the analytics when it comes to collaborations. Anyway, so we're doing a coop this is not the big one. This is just another one we got coming up. And I'm actually very proud of what's happening. So I'm going to explain the sponsorship thing. For Brian Shaw, 4-time world's strongest man. Think about that. That's insane. How many people are on this planet? 300 billion? Something like that? 400 billion? Am I way off? That sounds high. It's a 4 billion. It's a lot of people, okay? And 4-time world's strongest man. Giant of a man. Nan and I went and met with him 4 or 5 months ago to start talking, whatever. And he is out in Colorado, right outside Denver, has a giant land, wide open. And he is all about now sustainable living, learning where our food comes from and trying to just, do the whole homesteading thing. And he's an entrepreneur, which I also love. Just love that tick that we have. And such a nice man. And he's going to promote our coop that we're giving him for the collaboration. So he's earned his part. He's, to be able to be who he is. And I think it was Nan that said, why don't we go to some of these companies that we talk about all the time because we use their products because we love them and we push it and we don't get paid for it. Why don't they contribute to this collaboration? Why should we just eat it all, if you will? Because it's very expensive to do something like this. And I was like, yeah, why not? Modern Mill. Before I even got to finish the question, they're like, absolutely. So Modern Mill is going to be sponsoring 2 collaborations coming up, which is huge because this stuff is so expensive. And they're like, absolutely. And they're even thanking us. They're like, Matt, you have no idea. You've been a huge advocate of ACRE. I love all these things. So I am not pushing. Here's where I'm going with this. I am not pushing ACRE because they told us to, because they pay us to. It's the opposite. So I can promise you until the day I die, I will never push anything if I don't believe in it 100%. Versus, I think what some people are saying is, well, if I don't know.
You're not going to be a sellout?
Exactly. Thank you. Into the mic. Yeah. I will never be a sellout because that's selling out our viewers. That's selling out the people that actually pay us. And that's our viewers, our customers. You know what I mean? That's wrong.
I mean, that's, I guess the reason why we are against sand too, and why people look to us for advice is that we're chicken keepers. This is our stance on things. Our stance is, we don't want, we want a big enough hen house. We want a foot or 10 inches on the per bird and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, if you think about it, we're the opposite of what makes business sense.
Yeah, we're making it so our coops last forever instead of that
and
they break in 4 years.
Yeah, they're huge and they're expensive and blah, blah, blah. But I can tell you, I am so proud that it's like the tables have turned. They're like, absolutely. So I'm like, oh, sweet. So because I want to talk about ACRE. I love it. Not because they're contributing it, and I have it on record for years, pushing ACRE.
We have been a huge advocate of this
Exactly.
company.
So that's why I want to be crystal clear. Number 2.
What?
Sherwin-Williams.
Finally.
We love Sherwin-Williams. The customer service, the product, they've been an amazing company. Mm-hmm. So Nan also said, she goes, why don't you call Sherwin-Williams? Maybe they'll also chip in. Sold.
Wow.
I was like, holy cow, this does work. So I couldn't be happier. And I'm not going to promote Sherwin-Williams because they're giving us the paint. I have always promoted Sherwin-Williams.
You're already using it.
Love the product and their customer service.
Yeah, it was like an afterthought. It's like, oh yeah, we should have them sponsor stuff after 10 years of doing
exactly. And it's like, why isn't Craig sponsoring us? We are huge fans of their particular pocket hole joinery. I've reached out to them, asking them if they would, and they're a tough cookie to crack. I don't know what the deal is.
Some of them are. I reached out to Sherwin-Williams, but clearly did not have the right person. So.
It's all who you know in life. All right, guys, this is awesome. We're almost to 2:00 already.
Yeah, well, I do like this comment. The next comment.
Yes, love the comments.
Chase.
Listen, guys, we are still live. If you have any questions or comments, throw them in now. Keep us here all day. It's Valentine's. We're gonna start drinking at 2.
I have to. All right.
Chase Smith. My garden makes food for me and my chickens. Chickens make food for the garden and me.
That's exactly it.
Well, we should make that a sign.
That is fantastic.
Did you just come up with that? That should be a sign.
It should be a sign. Get on that, Chase. Make a sign.
Well, no, we could do it on the CNC.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention to the comments as much as I should. You're not skipping any good ones, right?
No.
Yeah, see, love the authenticity of Carolina Coops and all you there. I appreciate that.
I mean, we all have our opinions, but we are also chicken keepers.
Thanks for that. Yeah, I you have to forgive me. I don't know how to say your name. You're I'll butcher it. Please forgive me. But I said it once. And one of the things I like about Matt is the passion he puts in things he believes. Thanks for the honesty. That's one of the things that I admire of you guys. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it because you really don't see it anymore, but I see it coming back because it's going to be needed. And number 2, AI is insane.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I have such AI burnout as far as entertainment, but to use it as a tool, I think it definitely has purpose. 8 billion. I was way off. But you get what I mean. That is just going to be incredible. So I think about April, we're going to be going out with this coop. We start the concrete next week. We've started this whole concrete department. So if you guys are thinking about getting a chicken coop and you're like, man, I don't know, I don't want to do the concrete, I can't find a concrete contractor, we got you covered now.
You don't always need concrete.
That is, I was just going to say, it's not cheap. It's not always needed. But if you want it, and we will always talk about the pros and cons. Why do you prefer ACRE over wood? Does it last longer in hot, humid climates?
We love ACRE.
Yes.
Can I have someone bring in...
Oh, my gosh.
What's wrong? What did I just do that's wrong?
It's just like
More visual aids.
What is wrong with a visual aid?
Go ahead.
Thank you, Ingrid. Can I have someone bring me in a door? You
More
know what,
visual aids for the podcast.
You know what door I'm talking about, especially when they a question in regards to does it last longer in hot, humid climates?
We love ACRE. I took it.
What do you want?
The door.
What door?
For
I haven't been listening intently today because we're doing a lot of business out here.
nice, love it. Hot, humid climate coming up.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
This is gonna give it away, but I'm not gonna answer it. I'm just gonna say a clue's coming in. Out on the floor. I don't know. You guys gotta get out on that floor more. Mingle. Talk to each other. Until I get mad, be like, why are we talking? All right.
Exactly.
So, Jen, great question. And we have so many videos talking about this. And we started using this 5 years ago in duck houses to really experiment with it. Absolutely love it. And also realize for my floating duck house concept, which hopefully we're going to be doing soon, this is also going to be wonderful for it. We prefer the ACRE over wood for many reasons. Number 1 is because it is so stable and easy to work with, especially on CNC machines. All right. Also, this is going to last way longer than any wood, whether it's pressure treated or solid wood. This stuff is meant to last forever. Now, I know some people might think that's good or bad. I hear you, but I am all about making sure we continue to have the best long-lasting products, but also this is a very sustainable product. This is 51% upcycled rice hull, not rice from China. Rice from the United States, okay, comes right out of Mississippi. You can go to Modern Mill right now and check out their website. Great company. I get to meet with them in 2 weeks at the Builders Show. I can't wait. They're taking us out to dinner.
I almost went to that.
Going to Brazil. Yeah?
Yeah.
You should. You can still go. Anyways, so, and then when it comes to hot and humid climate, here's where you got me excited. We have something coming up soon that is going to be in a very hot and humid climate. And I put one of the doors that is about to come in the oven. Pass with flying colors. Now,
nice.
The melting point. Now, this does have PVC in it, that it's meant for that to be heat molded. Uh-huh. Have you seen this? We're just going to go. Okay, hold on. It's 240 degrees is where eventually we'll bend. So if we have 240 degrees on this planet, we're in trouble, right? So it does.
Chicken coops are going to melt.
Exactly. It does extremely well in hot, humid climates.
They're not going to melt. They're going to warp.
There's zero off-gassing. It's almost too good to be true product. And I wanted to just show you guys something that this has been a dream of mine for years. Kristen and I have talked about this for years. I do feel the EMP is going to happen one day, and we're not even going to be able to do a show. We're not going to have our cell phones. So we're going to be using pigeons again to communicate, right? Animals, isn't it fascinating when They have a job.
Unfortunately, they only fly home.
Well, that's right, but you take them with you when you travel. So anyways, we are getting into the pigeon business, and because I just absolutely love it, here is a pigeon door on one of our breeding boxes. I had no idea until recently the level of breeding that goes into raising and racing and competing with pigeons, and we are making our own style of breeding box, which from all the research, ours is just absolute the best. Not going to be the cheapest, making it all out of ACRE. Anyways, I put this in the oven yesterday at 170 degrees and performed beautifully.
Nice.
Yeah, with a bunch of water, hot and humid.
So it did not warp.
It was getting warm. It was definitely getting warm, but it didn't damage, it didn't swell, it just stayed stable. But 170 is taking it to the extreme. But what do you guys think? Isn't this awesome? Does anybody out there raise pigeons?
I do.
Yes, you do. What do you think? Wait till you see the breeding boxes. It's absolutely incredible.
I do want some rollers, though.
I want rollers. I had no idea. Those are the coolest pigeons. Had no idea.
All right, we're at the end of the questions. And
no,
such.
we're not.
Yes,
Okay.
we are.
Suggestion: since the podcast world is getting saturated with behind the desk shows, consider doing VCL from your workshop. Then you can both move around the shop as needed, answer questions. I love that. This is just boring and blah. The reason for the green screen, like today, I wanted to bring up the website. I wanted to show all the things that we offer on our website for people that are building their own coops.
How come that goes? How come you're all right?
Because I just don't have it set up right.
Oh, okay.
We don't do it enough. I need you guys to do it.
Part of the problem with doing stuff in the shop is that you never can hear me. Like there's all these other external things that doesn't make for production value. Good show.
Mm-hmm.
Might be better for shorter clips.
So here's my idea.
Yeah.
Here's one of my solutions to help change the show. We're gonna go on the road. Why not bring VCL on the road and do a live podcast from on site at a chicken coop, but make sure we take our Starlink, which has been phenomenal. They're not paying me to say that. Maybe they should sponsor us. I love Starlink. It's so simple. It works beautifully. It's a satellite, so you can pretty much go anywhere to have really good internet. That's been one of the problems. So we have the Starlink now. Oh my gosh, Starlink, Matt. That's such a good idea. Wow, that would solve that problem. Thanks, guys. I thought so.
I was just looking at the chicken.
ACRE needs to be painted as well. No, it doesn't. Okay, so we have a link. I don't know what show it was. We went into great depths about ACRE and painting and staining. There is one caveat, supposedly, that you have to be aware of when it comes to painting ACRE, is you only want to use paints that are either vinyl safe. Well, I guess they would all be vinyl safe.
And this is the manufacturer's recommendation. Even dark painted coops that don't follow this recommendation have been performing just fine.
Yes, because we don't use ACRE for anything structural.
Right.
ACRE makes a lot of deck boards. That's a little different.
Yeah.
So you have to have a vinyl safe paint and or a paint that has a special IR in it. And I think that's what we're going to do for the big one that's coming up, and I can't wait to use it. So, but you can only have a certain set colors because they have to come right from the manufacturer with the IR technology. Yeah. So we're gonna really put it to the test. So yes, but you don't have to paint it.
Nope.
And we're not painting the breeding boxes.
And it looks good.
Yes, love Starlink. I love Starlink.
All right, it's almost 2:00. And
does that mean we got to go?
Yes,
all right.
I have work to do.
Are we gonna go over the new click and buy?
Well, it depends. Do we have time? I don't know.
Oh, we always have time for you, Ingrid. All right, guys. Well, listen, I guess it's time to go. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Friday. Hope you guys have a safe, happy weekend.
And watch for Matt on the road because he's going to be out and about.
I am gone for the next 3 weeks. I got so much going on. But yes, I'm going to keep going live as much as possible. Can't thank you guys enough for your support. Kristen, again, happy birthday. You're about to put your hand in chicken poo.
I didn't see it.
Oh, I know. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Later.